What's up, core reporters, and welcome back to my channel. This story makes me really, really sad, okay? Because the passing of Miss Jackie O is already devastating and shocking and heartbreaking enough as it is. And now we are kind of seeing what happens when you are this sort of online media personality surrounded by other online media personalities, and how sometimes people who make a living online kind of blur certain moral or ethical lines that other people wouldn't blur. You know what I mean? So let me tell you this. Miss Jackie's friend, B. Simone, who is her own online social media personality, most famous for the line, "He's my boyfriend." She's also participated in Wild 'N Out and other online shows and whatnot. So in being friends with Ms. Jackie O, B. Simone, of course, is grieving her passing. She's been sharing images of Miss Jackie O and whatnot, and she posted something that was actually quite inappropriate. And I saw this yesterday, and I decided to kind of sit on it because I didn't want to accuse B. Simone of something like so serious without really, without really thinking about it. Because, like I just mentioned, she lost a friend. And so she, of course, is grieving. And I do want to respect that. So let me just show you what it is that she posted, and I will allow you to make your own opinion about it. So here's a framed photograph that she has of Miss Jackie O in her home. And then in the following slide, she says, "If you're not on my close friends, you're not going to see much of my life during this time. Close friends, I love you. Thank you for being a safe space." And so she promotes her close friends, which is a paid tier of her Instagram page. Normally, Instagram pages are free and public, but then there is a certain aspect where people can pay for premium content by you specifically dedicated to this little circle. So when you look at what it is that she's saying, you're not going to see much of my life during this time. So I am grieving because I just lost my friend, and you're not going to see too much of me. So here's a promo for this section of friends, where I consider them to be a safe space versus you guys who are public and free. So if you want to be part of that to see how I am handling this grieving process and whatnot, join, and so obviously that rubs people the wrong way. Sorry for the noise in the background. I've got a dog. So now here she is, where she goes a little bit more in detail about what being a close friend of hers entails. A paid close friend. Close friends, we will do our private Zoom very soon. Continue reading the book, Healing the Soul of a Woman. Even if you haven't read it, the Zoom will be impactful. I'll post the date and the private link very soon. Thank y'all for being patient. I love you guys so much, and I'll be posting on Close Friends. God is showing me a lot right now, and I will talk about it soon. Talk soon. So here's the thing. This is another very blatant publicity sort of advertisement for her paid tier of her Instagram page. So, obviously close friends they get their own exclusive stories and whatnot. So if she wants to make an announcement to these people, genuinely to these people who are already a part of this community, she would have selected a privacy setting for this story to be exclusively for them, but she made it public because, again, this is content marketing. Now people are wondering, wow, what is Close Friends, and how does this book and this healing journey kind of relate to the passing of her friend, Miss Jackie O? So, I'm wondering if you guys can start to see why people are considering her post to be quite inappropriate. So in her third slide about her close friends, she posts an image of the book and says, "Ladies, this is the book we are reading in the Close Friends book club. We discuss on Zoom as a group. We started last month and we're halfway through. This book is so good. Even if you aren't on Close Friends, I recommend you read it and start your healing journey. I love you." So, now what you're getting from these three slides is that she is going to have a hard time posting on her public Instagram page because she's going through a lot. And if you want to be in the space where she considers to be a safe space and to see more content from her on how she's managing her grief or monetizing her grief, seemingly, go ahead and join her Close Friends tier. There was a link there. And then here, this is something that, she's trying to make it look like she's speaking exclusively to her close friends, but no, it's an advertisement because it is being shared for all of her followers in order to push people to join this tier, with the hopes of getting to see a little bit more about how it is that she is navigating the loss of her friend, Miss Jacky O. So obviously, you can see why people are quite disappointed. Some people are even disgusted with the way that she is sort of seemingly monetizing and the loss of her friend. But again, I want to remind you that Miss B Simone has been making money online for a long time. And sometimes when your living is earned that way, you kind of lose sight of these sorts of things. I don't know that she's doing this to be malicious. I think that this is just a good example of the sort of cognitive dissonance that happens within you when this is your career path. You know what I mean? You kind of forget that this is real life, right? Like, not everything needs to be an internet moment. Not everything needs to be monetized. Not everything needs to be an advertisement and stuff. I do think that at the end of the day, this post is quite disrespectful to Ms. Jacky O's memory, Ms. Jacky O's family and friends. So I wonder if B. Simone is going to come out and apologize for this, because yeah, it's just not the greatest look, to be honest with you. I remember being a little bit startled by it when I first saw it. And if you go on Twitter, you will see a lot of tweets of people dragging Miss B. Simone for making this post. I think it's pretty much unanimously decided that this was in very, 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 very poor taste. Very poor taste. But it's not the first time I've seen an influencer do something like this, and it's not the last time. One of the most shocking things I've ever seen when it relates to being an influencer and someone in your life passing is when Tamar Braxton lost her brother-in-law, Gabe, who was married to, but he was divorced at the time of his passing, to Tamar's sister, Trina. What did she do? She pretty much turned it into a Fashion Nova advertisement. She posted an image of her in Fashion Nova clothes. And then she said, "Wow, Gabe, we're going to miss you. And I remember how much you used to love my Fashion Nova clothes." And so it was an advertisement, but also a rest in peace. I just lost my brother-in-law announcement. It was very, very jarring. I think that was probably the first and is still probably the most shocking example of this that I've ever seen. But anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about Miss B. Simone, or just B. Simone, sorry, seemingly using the passing of her friend, Miss Jacky O, in order to drive up subscriptions for her Instagram close friends list. Okay, I'll be listening in the comments and ready to chat with you. Take care, you guys. Have a great day.